Okay, guys, today we're going to talk about the intermittent fasting and diets again, because these are some of the most popular questions. So let's get on to it. All right, so we are glucose dependent. Sometimes I just have to go and revise what is the ketogenic diet. The ketogenic diet, y'all know that I don't like the names of shite, because we associate stuff with stuff, and we don't know how to redesign the mind and break those images. So I call it the non-BS lifestyle or diet, whatever you want to put it in the box. But things like intermittent fasting, cyclic ketosis, carb backloading, carb night, HCG, or the Walls protocol. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Or the GAPS diet. These are, what is it? Or the paleo diet. We got some on this side and we got some on this side. The ones on this side, that whole cyclic ketosis concept, get rid of it. Kick it to the curb, and I'm going to explain why. Oh, and then intermittent fasting. The intermittent fasting is a concept that I really kind of put over here, but then I ultimately throw in that pile over there that I don't like. So let's get right on to it. So why, or what do I think? First, what is the ketogenic diet? As you guys know, and for those who know, I promise you I'm not going to bore you explaining it for 5 minutes. All right? Your body burns fat rather than carbs. That's it. Fat over carbs. Here's the thing. When you go on your treadmill, you're not burning fat. You're burning muscle. And you know why? Because we've been raised on carbs our entire lives. Everybody. So when you want your body to burn fat, which is ketogenesis, it doesn't, like, you don't, cutting down your carbs and then forcing your body to burn fat doesn't work by upping up your fats. It doesn't work. Why? Well, because your brain is addicted to the carbohydrates, the glucose. And when you take it out, it wants to put it right back in. Because your body thinks that when you drive your carbohydrates down so low, your brain thinks it's starving. So instead of going like, hey, well, let's just burn body fat, it's not going to burn body fat. If it thinks it's starving, it's going to hold on to the fat until, like, you die, because it thinks that you are going to die. So basically, how do you get your body to not burn muscle every time you try to go onto the ketogenic diet? That's a question that people have. They're like, do you burn muscle? Yes, your body goes into gluconeogenesis the first 5 days, and it's about 5. Then after 5, there's something that happens. It's a metabolic shift for your body to survive, because the more fat that you offer the body like it's a god, then the more that your body is willing to let go of its commodity. Fat, not muscle. We don't need the amino acids from muscle when you're starving. You need fat to survive. So, with that said, when you try these diets, you're always at risk at going into starvation mode. That's the whole thing. Cut down the carbs, starvation mode, mess with your thyroid, your reproductive hormones, and of course, your adrenals. That's what happens. End of story. So the less metabolic damage that you have, so what is metabolic damage? It's not being able to regulate your insulin very well, because eating carbs your whole life does that. Insulin is a hormone that's secreted that helps, one, get the carbs out of the blood, because carbs are poison past 1 teaspoon, 5 grams. Yes, yeah, very true. I know, it's hard to believe. I know, crazy, huh? And we're eating like 20, 30 teaspoons of carbs. But we're like cockroaches. We can survive, but over time, your DNA gets short, and you age, and you see it on people. So, when you drop down your carbs, and you're going down to that 1 teaspoon or lower after going from 20 down to 0, the body instantly thinks it's starving. So when you try to carb cycle for 5 days and drop your carbs, and I hear these people on the bodybuilder forum say, I'm in ketosis during the week. No, you're not. No, you're not. I can't stand people who talk about the keto. Well, it's not I can't stand them. I can't stand the stuff they're saying. I don't know who they are, but the stuff they're saying is such bullshit that it's like, okay, so you drop your carbs, and you're telling everybody, oh, I used to do the ketogenic diet a long time ago. No, you didn't. Oh, I used to be in ketosis. No, you didn't. I'm in ketosis. No, you're not. God, people are throwing around these I'm in ketosis catchphrases like they're frisbees coming out. No, you're not. I've been coaching over 500 people. I'm like right at that number. And I know you are not in ketosis. You're in starvation mode. People don't get into the keto diet and pop out because nothing, and I mean nothing, looks as good as keto feels. And when you're really highly keto adapted, you'll never pop out of it because you'll never have felt so good. You would have never felt so good as when you entered a highly adapted keto state. It's amazing. So, carb cycle. 5 days, low carb. Weekend refeed. And I'm just getting ripped. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're just starving during the week. And you drop water weight. Drop water weight. Hey, look, I dropped my carbs. I'm dropping weight. No, you're not. Maybe if you're doing cardio 45 an hour a day and you drop down your carbs after eating 250 carbs down to 50, you're not in ketosis. Your body's freaking out metabolically because that is like, oh, I'm confusing my metabolism. No, you're not confusing your metabolism. You're ruining it. So I really get sick of the crap that I'm hearing when people think, yeah, I do carb cycling and I'm in ketosis during the week. No, you're in starvation mode. End of story. And that's why you guys balloon up after contest season. You balloon up, or some of you people just balloon up afterwards. The body rebounds every friggin' time. And you become more insulin resistant because you drive down your carbs and you refeed and you're friggin' stuffing your freaking body with too much glucose. Irritating your body, having an instant inflammatory response because you went from 50 to 300. That's what happens. You lose water weight. You lose a little bit of muscle, but you got to go do it. See, I can drop body fat sitting on my freaking butt. I can just sit down and lose body fat and not do 1 second of cardio. Not a 1 second. Because I'm not doing this and ruining my metabolism. You guys, you drop your carbs, then you go and do the old treadmill, and you're just, the thyroid's like, it's smoldering. Help me, you're just screwing me up. And then your testosterone goes like, and that's why a lot of people who look shredded and ripped in magazines and bodybuilder forums start taking all these supplements. I gotta take my creatine, my whey protein, my L-glutamine, my L-carnitine. I take my my pre-workout. I take this, I take that, I take all these things. You know what I do? I eat some grass-fed beef. I take a multivitamin. And I eat bone broth soup. And I have a pump in my muscle. And I'm shredded on no cardio. And gained 15 pounds in a year and a half. And the reason why I'm saying this stuff to you guys is because I'm trying to get you guys to connect to real food concepts. If you're going to do the ketogenic diet, I don't like the term. Sounds kind of lame. Keto. I'm going to do to the keto. If you guys are going to try to do the non-BS lifestyle, then do it because you're trying to fix your health And not because you're trying to look ripped, because if that's your number one goal, you're not going to reach it. You've got to fix the screwed up body that you've had from eating a standard American diet. That's worldwide. That means a lot of processed carbs. Okay. HCG, another concept. I've spoken about it before. When you put those hormones in, it creates an osteoclast effect. And you don't want your bones to break down because that's what's done when a mother needs to feed her baby. You don't have a baby in your body, so why are you taking those hormones? Then you go and eat 500 calories a day. So a lot of guys are like, yeah, when I do the HCG, my testosterone starts to go down the hill. Like, all of these crazy things, like you take from Paul to give to Pete. You do one thing, you're going to rebound on somewhere else. You're going to pay for it somewhere else. Trust, you will. Hi guys, how you doing? Okay, no, I know I'm really silly, but you know, I cannot stand like this and rant in my videos and then just end it with a rant. That's not fun. So I gotta be a little dorkish every once in a while. Okay, so with that said, HCG diet, dangerous. And then you're gonna cut down your calories down to 500. So many people rebound. Now some people, they don't gain the weight all the way back because they've learned to cut out a lot of the processed foods that they were eating before. But they gain a lot of it back, if not all of it back. And then the thyroid starts to act up. It's like, whoa, I have weird thyroid symptoms. My hands are getting really cold. I'm getting constipated. Weird. Okay. Carb cycling, you're not in ketosis during the week. And your food addictions go crazy. Carb night, carb backloading, same concept. Once you refeed after depleting, then once you have that rush of glucose into the body, then the body equates that to this serotonin boost, which is like so addictive, it's more addictive than cocaine. You can't stop. Oh, 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 oh. You start to just stuff. No, I'm not trying to do like an Amazonian monkey. Ooh, ooh, ooh. No. Then your body just starts to want more and more and more, and then you're going like this your entire life. It's hard to do carb cycling, carb backloading, and carb night forever. It's not sustainable because people's addictions come back too hardcore. And then you could be absolutely creating more hypoglycemia because if you have metabolic damage, which most people do, you're going to have that rebound effect. So you guys, these are some concepts. The same thing with intermittent fasting. I'll go and break them down and speak more about them individually. I just want to do real quick kind of revision, revise, explain about all of the things where you cut carbs out, which is the intermittent fasting, carb night, the HCG. Now, the GAPS diet is a leaky gut protocol where you eliminate a lot of stuff to see what was actually bothering your digestive system, because a lot of you guys have loose stool, constipated, bloating, irritation, IBS. So that's a great protocol. That has nothing to do with this other stuff. All that other stuff I mentioned is, I want to lose weight, I want to look ripped. That is bad, 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 bad. The Walls protocol was Terry Walls, who had multiple sclerosis, and she realized through certain dietary whole food measures she was able to heal from her multiple sclerosis, which is also very people who want to do the non-BS lifestyle, ketogenic lifestyle, really might want to consider, who got multiple sclerosis, might want to consider the ketogenic diet. It's great. The Walls Protocol, go read it. It's amazing, fantastic. Nora Gagaudis is another one of my favorite authors on the whole body system and health, and she really breaks it down, makes things very simple. Primal body, primal mind, but that's a whole other thing. So you guys, that's it. I will break them down. I just want you guys to get off all of that and slowly take down your carbohydrates to try the ketogenic lifestyle. And learn about the benefits through watching more videos. But if you want to learn more, go to stephanieperson.com. Stephanie, the business person, because I answer questions on my Facebook or Stephanie Ketogenic. I also have a Twitter thing, but I need to like get on it. It's just like too much social media headache. EMF poisoning. Peace out. Think.